Well, this is always a hard question. No, it's a really simple story, but it's a really honest story. It's just about a girl that she goes through, suffers a tragedy, and it's about kind of finding her way back to, using dance, finding her way back, getting back into her life again, suffering from this tragedy. So yeah, it's like it's a simple story, but I like it because it's different than any other dance movie. It's not about like the big, huge prize at the end, like. Angel starts out, it's the character they play, she starts out already like at the top of her game, so it's not like she's like a dancer that doesn't know how to dance and learns how to dance, so it's kind of, a different take.
Yeah.
Angel she's like a really electric person. She's like, very, got a ton of personality, and then, once this tragedy happens, she becomes a different kind of person, like I said, it's like the whole movie is about her trying to get back to this original self where she's just, she's really fun and spunky and, kind of edgy, a little immature, very immature at times. It was really fun actually playing her because, like, I got to feel like, I was like, oh, I feel like I'm 15 again because that's how I used to act. I was such a, little brat, so it was kind of fun.
Do you identify with her, like, I mean, aside from the dancing, but like, did you have to really switch up your character and really get into the role, or was there quite a lot about Angel that's Jules?
I mean, there's definitely pieces of me for sure. It's me playing her, so of course I'm going to come out in it. But it's like, I definitely relate to her in many, many ways. But like I said, it's like the older self of me relates to her. Like I wouldn't necessarily handle situations the way that Angel does. I obviously haven't gone through what she has in the movie, but yeah, it was really fun to like kind of explore Angel and why she chooses the things she does and how she handles things, and so it was really fun as an actor to get to do that. But yeah, I can find little pieces. I mean, I'm definitely a rebel, and she's a rebel, so that kind of joined up pretty nicely too. So, yeah.
Fun.
I actually was involved from day one, like on the project. Emily and Elizabeth, the director and producer of the film, they approached me and they had went to a B-boy jam and they like fell in love with it, and they decided they wanted to like, write a film about it. I mean, it's such a like magnetic type of a dance, so they were just so interested. So they sought me out. I don't even really remember how they found me, but they found me and I consulted with them, and then they basically like, it was from that day on, I was kind of on the boat, I was on the project. It was like, I didn't have to audition, I didn't have to do anything. I wish it was always like that, but this is like one of those, rare gifts where I just got to kind of be involved from day one. Even, I definitely creatively put in a lot of input as well, so. Well, actually, like all the guys that are in the film, most of them, like, they're very well-known b-boys, but I've known them since basically I started breaking, so they already had taught me a ton of things, like, over the years, so it was just like being with my brothers in the movie, like, the entire
Did you rope them in? Did you go, oh, we should have these guys?
Oh, yeah.
You were the kind of consultant on who?
Yeah, well, Flips, he's one of the choreographers, and also from Skill Methods crew, like, we sat down and we thought of, like, who was the best of the best, and that's who we brought in.
Nice.
And they all auditioned, and the auditions were insane. It was so much fun, and yeah, we wanted the best of the best. We wanted the best people to represent the film, and I think we definitely achieved that. It's pretty cool. It's hard for me to say that. I hope that what it does is just, if anything, it gives our culture yet another, step of showing that we can take this further than just, being underground. We can make these movies. We can tell stories about it, like truthful stories, not these like overblown, ridiculous dance movies that are like, that stuff never happens. I hope that it gives some inspiration to other up-and-coming dancers that they want to break. That's really all I want. I mean, if it affects b-boy culture, that's a large thing to ask for, but if it does, that would be awesome. If not, I would just like it to inspire people to want to dance more. And I really hope people just have fun watching it. That's the ultimate goal, is like, sit down, pop it in, and have a good time, not like think about all their troubles and stuff like that. And the chances, dance films, like something like this would really be fun to like continue to see what happens with Angel, and all the characters, so.
In the base, like when you're in the mind of Angel, what happens to her next? Like if you had your say.
What happens next?
What do you think she does?
Because that would give the end of the movie away.
Oh, okay.
So
You don't want to contain any spoilers.
I think Angel, like after the end, I think Angel just continues to get insane. She enters more battles. She goes on to bigger and brighter things.
Worldwide domination.
Yeah, worldwide domination. But Emily, the writer, she might have a different take on that.
Yeah, she might have something to say about
She
it.
might have something totally different than what I'm thinking.
That's awesome.